Hello everyone! This is Hot Destiny here, and today we are going to be predicting the newest chapter of RWBY Volume 5, which is going to be coming out this week on Saturday, December 30th. RWBY is going to be returning this weekend, and I am a little bit nervous and I am a little bit excited for this next episode. Because I watched RWBY Rewind when it was available for everyone to watch for a week, but they didn't show a preview for it. All they said is that something major is going to be happening in this newest chapter. And that, I wanted a little bit of a break, but, nope. I was basically all weekend just thinking, like, okay, what could be a major thing? Could we be seeing John's semblance? Could we be seeing Ruby's silver eyes? Could we also get a possible character death? Like, maybe they could kill off Quill. They could possibly set up the Battle of Haven, which I do believe is going to be this volume. I think we might get a setup to that this episode, and then the final 3 episodes will be the Fall of Haven Academy. It's possible they actually could do like a Battle of Helm's Deep type thing with the Fall of Haven, like everything is going bad at some points, and then Blake comes in at the right perfect moment to save everything. I think that's how that's going to go down. Because somebody put the name of Porter64 made a good point. If Haven does fall, it could be possible that the show could be ending a lot sooner than expected because everyone's basically converging and helping to take out Salem at that point. That's a good point. So it's very possible they could not have the fall of Haven, Haven falling. It's still up in the air that it could be the case of falling, but I'm not. Let's go for that until we get to chapter 14. This episode, I'm really looking forward to this one. We're definitely going to be getting the ambush. I believe that's definitely this volume so far. That's going to be the ambush, right? We could see Jean's semblance. That could be a thing. I think it's going to be like a defense type thing. Like he can do a big charge and he gets a big amount of aura, but it's way more aura than normal. And he also do swing attacks a lot more better, more damage and more everything. That's kind of my prediction for it, for what it could be. But it's also possible that it could be like a big bubble that he can use. I think it might be some sort of defense with his semblance. I think that's probably my most likely guess of what it could be. It would be very interesting to see if we actually do see it this episode. I think it would be the best time to do it because Cinder is going to be coming right on the tail here, and she's going to be with the attack with Quill. They are having their suspicions that it's going to be basically a trap from Lionheart, and they're probably going to do like a little setup plan just in case if it is a trap, even though it is going to be. So it's possible Ruby and Jean could see Cinder. Very high chance they might charge after her. But I think one of them might charge. I think it could be Jean or Ruby. Could be both. I don't. Honestly, it's one of those two. We could either see Ruby using the silver eyes, because imagine seeing that in the Maya engine. Oh man, that would be so cool to see it in Maya engine. This with the new engine and everything, to just see like better off graphics. Because if you actually look back at Volume 3 when we started Silver Eyes for the very first time, it felt good. It felt weird, to be honest. Like it felt very plain. But imagine what they could do with it here. It would look completely gorgeous. I think my highest bet is that we're going to see Jean's semblance. We also could see a fight between Jean and Cinder. That could be the case with this one. But I don't think Jean's going to win it. He might get set back a little bit, but he'll activate his semblance and use it on her for a little bit and might get set back. Or Ruby might charge in with her silver eyes to take her down. But it's possible for that to be the case too. But they also got to be careful, especially with Cinder's group. She has to be very careful to make sure she doesn't flaunt or mess up the Fall of Haven. Because when they attack, the Fall of Haven is going to be starting. Pretty much already at that point. So Chapter 11 is pretty much going to be around the start of Haven. Or at least the Fall of Haven is going to be around the start of it. I think most of this episode might be the ambush, and then they'll kind of set up a little bit. Like maybe they might set up Yane and Mercury fighting, or Yane and Adam, we could be seeing that. I don't think we'll see Blake until like the final episode of teaming up with Team RWBY. That's my personal guess is what they're going to be doing with this whole thing. It could be like a battle of Helm Steve if you read Lord of the Rings or seen Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm talking about with how they could be doing that whole scenario. I think that's my likely guess of what they're going to be doing with that. I think this might be another fight sequence episode. It's also possible we could have a character death, probably with one of the villains or with one of the heroes again. It's possible they could kill off Crow. It's highly likely they could be doing this. Because last volume, they gave you a death ray with Crow, but it didn't really matter that whole much. Because he was fine at the very end of the volume, volume 4. So I think if they were going to kill him off, it could be this volume. Because if they're going to keep doing this, like teasing his death, it's going to be pretty pointless. So I think they're either going to have to kill him off or not at this point and not do this type of stuff again with him. Because they basically have to do something here. It's either a death sequence or he's going to live. It's one of those things. He could get injured in some area as well. I think to make the villains feel more villainous and more powerful is to possibly injure him as well or kill him off straight off. I also hope we get to see the chamber this episode in Haven's chamber. I do want to see it because it's very possible that could be after the ambush that we could be seeing it, or they could be doing it like doing the ambushes at the chamber or near the chamber, and they can possibly like go in there to make sure like the relic is safe from the Spring Maiden, because I presume that the Spring Maiden knows where the chamber is for Haven Academy, but it's possible she could have forgot after all those years being with Raymond, so that's also a viable thing that could have happened, because hey, memory loss happens. But I highly doubt she would forget something like that off the top of her head. I think that would be something that she would be remembering for the rest of her life at that point. It's also possible we could have Raven dying. We might see more of Ozpin attacking. I don't think Oscar would be attacking during this whole scenario because I don't think he's fully capable or ready yet to do so. But hey, yeah. This episode is basically going to be like a whole fighting sequence with the ambush, and then what I think is going to be happening, the ambush is going to be happening in this episode, and it's going to be the start of the Fall of Haven, and it's going to go on for another 3 more episodes, and then the finale. Basically 2 more episodes and then the finale, because we're getting pretty close to the end of the volume. We got 4 more episodes left. This was probably going to be more of a setup with the ambush, because the ambush is going to be right with the Fall of Haven starting, because that's when it's going to start, and then they could be doing like some sort of setup with it as well. Or we could be seeing John Semblance, we could be seeing Ruby Silver Eyes, we could be seeing the Chamber. There's a whole bunch of stuff that could be happening in this episode, and I'm really excited, but at the same time I'm very nervous, because this could be a disappointing episode too. But I doubt from RWBY Rewind they're going to be saying something like that and it not be like amazing. Like 10 out of 10 or at least a 9 out of 10 episode, because chapter 10 was fantastic. I loved it. And I wonder if they keep that up in these final 4 episodes. Just keep pushing the plot forward and not stopping like they did with Volume 3. No, I think the Fall of Haven is a little bit rushed. But we'll see how they play it out. We'll see. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with Volume 6. I also think Volume 6 would be with the Mike going back to Beacon and getting the Beacon relic. That could be what Volume 6 could contain. But we'll see when that comes around, after when my review for Volume 5 comes out, and with my annotated one with RWBY Volume 5 coming out as well after Chapter 14, which that will be coming. I just want to wait for this volume to end, kind of repress my memory a little bit, and I'm going to write the script and do the audio, and then put it all together, and then hopefully come out in the next month or so after the end of Volume 5. I just want to make it perfect compared to my Volume 4 one, because that was pretty bad too, to be honest. So yeah, what do you all think is going to be happening in Chapter 11? Leave your thoughts in the comment section box below, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more future videos like these. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.